The Duttons' fight for survival is far from over, and the world of 1923 is about to pull us back into its dangerous, unpredictable storm. Season 3 isn't just another chapter, it's a promise of betrayal, heartbreak, and battles that will change the family forever. Fans have waited with burning questions. When will the next season finally arrive? Will the story dive even deeper into the Duttons' darkest days? And most importantly, how much longer until we return to the Yellowstone universe that has kept us hooked for years? Today, let's break down everything we know about 1923 Season 3, starting with the most important update, the release date, and production details that have fans buzzing. The first thing every fan wants to know is when they can expect to see 1923 Season 3 on their screens. After the success of Season 2, it was clear the story wasn't finished. Paramount Plus confirmed early on that the series would continue, but with such a massive production, timelines are always tricky. Unlike smaller shows, 1923 is a period drama on an epic scale. It requires carefully chosen locations, historically accurate costumes, and huge cinematic sets that bring the early 20th century to life. That level of detail takes time. And it's why each season feels more like a movie than a TV show. Now, the latest updates point to a 2026 release window for Season 3. This means fans still have some waiting to do, but the extra time is being poured into creating a season that's bigger and more powerful than ever before. Filming schedules began later than expected due to casting negotiations and production logistics, but the creative team has been clear they'd rather take longer to get it right than rush and lose the authenticity that makes 1923 stand out. If we look back at how Season 2 was handled, the pattern becomes clear. Each season of 1923 has taken about 18 to 24 months from the start of filming to its release. Given that timeline, a late 2026 release makes perfect sense. Some industry insiders are even suggesting we could see the new season drop around the holiday season, just like how Yellowstone has often timed its premieres. Imagine heading into winter with a brand new Dutton war to keep you glued to your screen. That would be the perfect strategy to pull fans back into the franchise's world. Another major update about production is the scale of investment going into this new season. Reports indicate that Season 3 has been given one of the highest budgets in the Yellowstone universe so far. This means more sweeping landscapes, more intense battle sequences, and more complex character-driven storytelling. The creative team, led by Taylor Sheridan, knows the expectations are sky-high, and they're not holding back. Sheridan has built his reputation on delivering raw, powerful drama, and Season 3 of 1923 is set to push those boundaries even further. Fans should also know that part of the production delay was caused by scheduling conflicts with the legendary cast members. Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren are at the heart of this story, and aligning their availability with such a large-scale shoot required careful planning. But the wait will be worth it. Having two Hollywood icons anchoring the series is part of what gives 1923 its prestige, and neither of them is stepping away from the Dutton legacy anytime soon. Behind the scenes, there's also been talk of expanding the universe even further. While Season 3 is in full focus, the Yellowstone franchise has become one of the most successful TV universes of the decade, with shows like 1883 and Yellowstone itself setting the stage. 1923 has carved out its own identity as the darkest, most emotional corner of the saga. Season 3 is expected to tie more deeply into the events that will shape the Dutton family for generations to come, and this requires a careful, deliberate approach in production. So, what does this mean for fans? It means patience is key. Season 3 is officially on the way, and while the 2026 release window might feel far off, every day of waiting is being used to build a season worthy of the Dutton legacy. The cast and crew are working to craft something that not only continues the story, but elevates it into something unforgettable. The world of 1923 is brutal, heartbreaking, and unrelenting, and Season 3 promises to deliver all of that. and more. Asterisk, the first trailer for 1923 Season 3 wastes no time reminding us that the Duttons' world is as dangerous as ever. Every frame is heavy with tension, carrying the weight of the family's struggles and the violent times they live in. The trailer doesn't just show us quick flashes of action, it carefully lays out the battles, betrayals, and emotions that will drive the season. Fans who have watched it again and again know that there's more hidden beneath the surface than what's being shown. Let's break down the most important moments. The opening shot sets the tone immediately. We see the wide Montana landscape, but instead of peace, the sky feels heavy, almost storm-like. This isn't just a beautiful view, it's a warning. The Duttons are stepping into their hardest fight yet, and the land itself looks like it's preparing for bloodshed. In the distance, cattle move across the plains, but the sense of calm is quickly broken by gunfire echoing across the hills. It's clear right away that conflict will once again dominate Season 3. Next, the trailer cuts to Jacob Dutton, played by Harrison Ford. His face is weathered, his expression grim, and his words are as sharp as ever. He warns that the enemy isn't just outside, it's within. This line alone could mean many things. Is he talking about betrayal inside the family? A political figure working against the Duttons? Or perhaps even a trusted ally turning into a threat? The trailer doesn't answer this question, but it plants a seed of tension that will carry into the entire season. Helen Mirren's Kara, Dutton, is another highlight of the trailer. In one scene, we see her standing firmly in front of the ranch, rifle in hand, her voice calm but commanding. She says, "We protect what's ours, no matter the cost." This isn't new for Kara, but the way she delivers the line makes it clear that she's ready for sacrifices that may shake the family to its core. She has always been the strength behind Jacob, and Season 3 looks like it will test her resilience in new, heartbreaking ways. The trailer also gives us quick flashes of new faces. A mysterious rider dressed in black approaches the ranch in one scene. Another moment shows a political meeting in Helena, with officials raising their voices over land disputes and ranching rights. These glimpses suggest that Season 3 won't just be about physical battles. It will dive deeper into the political and economic tensions of the 1920s, with prohibition, industrial growth, and social unrest shaping America at that time. The Duttons are facing enemies on all fronts, both in the wild and in the city. One of the most striking sequences shows a burning barn at night, flames lighting up the sky while Dutton Ranch hands rush to put it out. The trailer doesn't reveal who started the fire, but it's framed as a direct attack. Could this be the work of rival landowners, or perhaps a revenge plot from enemies left behind in Season 2? Either way, it shows that Season 3 won't pull back on destruction. It's going to raise the stakes higher than ever. The trailer also teases a storyline involving Spencer Dutton. After his journey overseas in earlier seasons, he seems to be pulled back into the family's fight. One quick shot shows him boarding a train, clutching a letter tightly in his hand. Another shows him in a heated confrontation, fists flying, in a bar filled with strangers. His role in Season 3 may be crucial as he represents the younger generation of Duttons, caught between old traditions and the changing world. What fans will love most about the trailer is the balance of quiet, emotional scenes mixed with high-intensity action. There's a moment where Jacob and Kara sit together at a table, the weight of their choices clear on their faces. No words are spoken, but the silence says everything. The family is being pushed to its limits. Then almost immediately, the trailer explodes into action. Horse chases, gunfights, and clashes that remind us why the Duttons' story is so gripping. The final moments of the trailer are perhaps the most chilling. A voiceover says, "Every empire falls. The only question is when." These words, layered over a shot of the Dutton Ranch at sunrise, are meant to shake fans. Could this mean the beginning of the end for the family's reign over Montana? Or is it simply another obstacle they will crush on their way to building the dynasty we know from Yellowstone? What makes this trailer so powerful is that it doesn't give away the full story. Instead, it throws just enough hints to ignite theories and debates. Fans are already analyzing every second, zooming in on faces, studying background details, and connecting clues to what might happen next. And that's exactly what makes the anticipation for Season 3 so electrifying. Asterisk, if there's one thing fans know by now, it's that 1923 never leaves the Duttons in peace for long. Every season has pushed them closer to breaking, and Season 3 looks like it will test the family more than ever before. The trailer gave us flashes of what's coming, but the biggest questions remain: who survives, who betrays, and what legacy will this season carve into the family's history? Let's break down the biggest storyline predictions and the updates that could reshape everything we thought we knew about the Dutton. First, let's talk about Jacob and Kara. In Season 2, we saw Jacob fighting to hold on to the ranch while Kara stood as the backbone of the family. Season 3 will almost certainly continue this thread, but the tone feels darker now. Jacob's line in the trailer about the enemy within suggests that trust will be broken. Could it mean a family member or a ranch hand secretly working with rival landowners? Or is it pointing toward political corruption in Helena, where officials might pretend to be allies while plotting against the Duttons? This storyline will likely show us that danger doesn't just ride in on horseback. It hides in the people closest to you. Another major storyline prediction involves Spencer Dutton. He has always been portrayed as the adventurous outsider, torn between the world he explored and the home he left behind. In Season 2, his return hinted at deeper involvement, and now in Season 3, his presence feels unavoidable. His scenes in the trailer show him caught in fights and traveling across rough terrain, suggesting he could become the Dutton family's fiercest defender or the one forced to make the hardest sacrifices. Some fans believe Spencer might be pushed into a leadership role, stepping into responsibilities Jacob can no longer carry. If that happens, we could see the beginning of the generational shift that eventually connects to Yellowstone. Now let's look at the larger forces shaping the story. The 1920s were a time of massive change in American industrial expansion, prohibition, and political power struggles. The Duttons' battle isn't just with rival ranchers. It's also with a changing nation that doesn't care about tradition. Season 3 may dive deeper into these themes, showing us how politicians, businessmen, and outsiders are trying to take Montana land for profit. The trailer's quick glimpse of heated arguments in a political meeting points toward this, and it's safe to say we'll see Jacob and Kara dragged into battles that stretch far beyond the ranch's fences. We also can't ignore the darker side of the story. The Dutton family has enemies, and Season 3 seems to raise the stakes on revenge. The burning barn scene in the trailer suggests that rival landowners or old adversaries are escalating their attacks. In a world where justice is brutal and loyalty comes at a cost, we may see shocking betrayals. Characters who seemed loyal in the past may switch sides, leading to devastating consequences. If 1923 has taught us anything, it's that survival always comes with a price, and no character is truly safe. Another thread worth noting is the emotional toll. The silence between Jacob and Kara at the dinner table in the trailer isn't just dramatic, it's symbolic. It shows that even the strongest relationships are being tested. Season 3 may explore how much loss a family can endure before it fractures completely. Love, loyalty, and duty are central to the Duttons, but what happens when those values clash with the harsh reality of survival? We may see heartbreaking choices where saving the ranch means losing someone you love, and then there's the looming question of legacy. The trailer's final line, "Every empire falls, the only question is when," isn't just ominous. It's deeply connected to the larger Yellowstone universe. We know the Duttons eventually maintained control of their land for generations, but how many sacrifices did it take to get there? Season 3 could reveal the pivotal moments that cemented their claim over Montana, setting the stage for everything that happens in Yellowstone. This isn't just about land, it's about bloodlines, traditions, and a fight for survival that defines who the Duttons are. Of course, fans are already speculating about shocking deaths. The Yellowstone universe has never shied away from killing off major characters, and Season 3 may deliver its most heartbreaking loss yet. Could Jacob fall in battle, leaving Kara and Spencer to lead? Could a beloved ranch hand betray the family in a deadly twist? Or will the writers surprise us with a completely new tragedy that no one saw coming? The unpredictability is what keeps fans glued to their screens, and Season 3 promises to deliver those gut-punch moments. At its core, Season 3 of 1923 looks like it will explore one central theme: what it takes to build a dynasty. The Duttons aren't just fighting for land, they're fighting for survival in a world that wants to crush them. Betrayal, revenge, and sacrifice will define this season, and every choice the characters make will ripple across the generations. One of the biggest reasons 1923 stands apart in the Yellowstone universe is its powerhouse cast. From the very beginning, the series stunned audiences by bringing together two Hollywood legends, Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren, to lead the story. Their performances carried so much weight that the show instantly felt larger than life. And in Season 3, the cast isn't just returning, it's expanding in ways that promise new dynamics, new conflicts, and new heartbreak. Let's break down what we know about returning actors and the fresh faces joining the saga. First, the good news: Harrison Ford is back as Jacob Dutton. Even at this stage in his career, Ford continues to deliver commanding performances, and Jacob's role in Season 3 looks more intense than ever. The trailer shows him weathered and worn, but still sharp and unbreakable. Jacob is a man who has sacrificed everything for his family, and Ford plays him with a mix of strength and vulnerability that no one else could bring. Season 3 seems ready to test Jacob in ways we haven't seen before, and fans are already speculating that this might be his most powerful season yet. Helen Mirren also returns as Cara Dutton, and her presence is just as vital. Cara is the heart of the family, the quiet force that keeps everyone together when chaos threatens to tear them apart. Mirren brings both elegance and ferocity to the role, and the trailer makes it clear that Cara will once again be forced to defend everything she loves. Whether she's leading the family through grief or standing with a rifle in hand, Cara Dutton is a character who commands respect, and Mirren's performance ensures she will remain unforgettable in Season 3, but the Dutton family's story doesn't stop there. Brandon Sklenar is also expected to return as Spencer Dutton. His character has been one of the most intriguing in the series, balancing adventure and duty, and Season 3 looks ready to bring him closer to the center of the story. With Jacob growing older and the ranch under constant threat, Spencer may finally step into a leadership role. Sklenar's performance has been praised for capturing both toughness and vulnerability, and fans are eager to see how far Spencer will go to protect the family name. Julia Schlapfer, who plays Alexandra, is another face we expect to see again. Her relationship with Spencer has been one of the emotional highlights of the show, offering a softer, more hopeful side to the brutal Dutton world. But love in the Yellowstone universe is never safe. Will Alexandra's presence bring peace to Spencer, or will she become another target in the family's growing list of enemies? Her storyline could bring both romance and tragedy to Season 3. As for new cast members, the trailer teases the arrival of several mysterious figures. One of the most talked about is the shadowy rider in black who approaches the ranch. Nothing is confirmed yet, but fans are speculating that this could be a rival landowner, a hired gun, or even a figure from Jacob's past returning to settle old scores. Whoever this character is, their introduction signals a new wave of conflict. That will keep the Duttons on edge. We also catch glimpses of political faces in Helena during a heated meeting. This suggests that new characters tied to the government will step into the story, bringing with them threats that can't be solved with bullets alone. These roles may not have been officially cast in announcements yet, but their presence hints at larger battles for power, money, and influence in Montana. The Duttons are used to defending their land from ranchers and thieves, but corrupt officials may prove to be their most dangerous enemies yet. There are also rumors swirling about casting surprises. Some insiders suggest that a well-known actor could make a guest appearance in Season 3, much like how Yellowstone and 1883 have brought in major names to elevate certain storylines. Whether this is true or not, one thing is certain: 1923 has set a high bar for casting, and Season 3 will not disappoint. What makes this cast lineup so powerful is the chemistry between the actors. Ford and Mirren bring prestige, Sklenar and Schlapfer add emotional depth, and the supporting cast gives the world of 1923 its authenticity. When you combine returning favorites with new, unpredictable faces, you create the perfect recipe for drama, betrayal, and unforgettable storytelling. In the end. Season 3 isn't just about the characters we know, it's about the new players who will shape the Dutton family's fate. Every new ally could be a traitor in disguise. Every new enemy could strike where the family least expects. And every returning face carries scars from the past that will drive the choices of the future. The cast of 1923 doesn't just perform, it brings this world to life. And with Season 3, those performances will be tested in the fire of conflict, loyalty, and survival.